No bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Fact, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the boo-boo trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come up. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts' interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Yes, this is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Ismail Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Fact. I'm Maryann Okon. I want to thank you all for being part of the conversation. How has your weekend been? Did you survive it? Well, the fact that you're alive, it means you survived yet another week, and you're about to get into another. So congratulations, you made it. My name is Maryann Okon. From now till 6 p.m. it promises to be a full-blown show that will broaden your perspective in terms of politics, real-life issues, and most importantly, governance. Yes, this will be your most authentic news and, of course, current affairs show. This will be your most authentic experience on the radio. You can take that to the bank. As usual, we start off, because it's a Monday, we're looking at the big weekend stories that, of course, flooded the news line and of course made it into the brand new week. Naira for crude, biggest story, and then of course other matters arising. And then of course on the 4 o'clock hour, PDP chieftain Chief Bode Judd joins me in the studio, and we're going to be talking about the emergency rule in Rivers State and where the PDP stands and what this means for Nigeria's democracy, most importantly. On the 5 o'clock hour, we're talking about the cost of living crisis. You dey feel am, I dey feel am. We're all feeling it. It's squeezing and biting in places that we can't even express. Where do we go from here? Nika Gule joins us on the 5 o'clock hour as we talk about that. But first, what's the weekend stories for today? Shall we get into it? As usual, we're live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Go there right now, because when we return, the conversation begins.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
The big weekend.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is Hard Facts, and these are the big weekend stories for today. Of course, the weekend, like I always say, is always pregnant, and the stories give birth and then, of course, develops right before our eyes. And River State continuously develops. It's, I said this the whole of last year. The River State is in the news, and it looks like it's never going to go away. I did not necessarily say it as a prophet of doom, but unfortunately, that still holds water. It's in the news again. It's never going to get away anytime soon. I'm so sorry. Well, these are the big stories for today. Let's start with the fact that coalition political party choice almost concluded, says Salihu Lukman, former spokesperson for the All Progressive Congress APC. Obi slams disregard for Supreme Court judgment in Rivers Fund allocation. And petrol crisis ease in Niger after Nigeria's bailout. There's fire in our own house, so we're going to put out the one in another person's house. I'm not saying that we can do good, but I'm just saying, how about our own problems? Well, let's start with that petrol crisis situation, because whether we like it or not, it somewhat ties to the cost of living crisis. Because how did this all start? Subsidy is gone. And here we are, down the line. Still a cat and mouse issue between the NNPCL and Dangote. And, of course, all the marketers. Plus the fact that in Nigeria, it's not even a myth per se. The moment the prices of things, goods and services go up, they stay up. They never come down. No, they're not. They're not like the grand old Duke of York's army that march on top of the hill and march down again. No, it doesn't come down. So what do we do? Anyway, let me give you some background. Well, the pump prices of premium motor spirit petrol in neighboring Niger Republic have started reducing following the supply of commodity from Nigeria, says the Punch newspaper. Multiple residents in border communities and insider security sources familiar with the development confirmed that hundreds of petrol tankers have started making their way from Nigeria into Niger Republic. Recall that on March 16, Sunday Punch exclusively reported that Niger Republic had turned to Nigeria for help after being hit by fuel shortage. The West African country reached out to Nigeria despite months of diplomatic tensions and hostile rhetorics. I like what we're doing, but I mean, it's beautiful. I love it. I love that even though they're saying that, look, you guys are responsible for the insecurity in our country, we're like, it doesn't matter. We'll give you fuel. We need, you're our neighbor and we're going to be good to you. But as much as we're always running to the aid of other people, what about us? Like Michael Jackson asked. Anyway, the reporter, stated that a delegation of senior officials from the military junta traveled down to Abuja to meet with the federal government representatives. At the end of the deliberation, 300 trucks of petrol was reportedly approved for delivery to the country. Meanwhile, all is not rosy for you here, because it looks like these Naira for petrol, Naira for crude situation has gone south. And there's danger and rumor that we might just go back to panic buying and uncertainties here and there. And that's more of the conversation on the 5 o'clock hour for today. So we're helping other people solve their problems, but our problems are not going away. And as a result of that, many of us have to live from hand to mouth. I will play you a video after all of these headlines, and then I'll open up the phone lines. Yeah, because this is government's usual response. You know where I'm going to. When we say, we're hungry, you know what the answer is. Let's move away to that. The Punch newspaper again here with Petrol slamming the Supreme Court for the disregard of the judgment in Rivers Fund allocation. Let's take a look at what he's saying. Former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has criticised the ongoing political developments in Rivers State, describing them as an aberration and a violation of Nigeria's constitutional order. Now, Obi, in a statement on Monday via X, condemned the alleged disobedience of a Supreme Court ruling regarding the release of statutory allocations to an appointed sole administrator instead of a duly constituted legislative body. And he said, I quote, "What we're witnessing in Rivers State is a brazen disobedience and disregard of the rule of law and our democratic principles." He goes on to say the decision to release statutory allocations to an appointed sole administrator despite a standing order of the Supreme Court is not just unlawful, it is a direct challenge to the country's authority and that's of the highest court of our country. End of quote. Now, he also expressed concern over the decision to release state funds despite a standing order. Of course, you see what's happening, obviously, with the sole administrator. Of course, the state is going to be run by him, and that means that the funds will be released to him, even though democratically he was not elected and should not have access to those funds. I'm not a lawyer, though. But, if you do have a sole administrator, he does have to run the state. How does he run it without funds? And so the government, the federal government, the RMFAC is releasing those funds to the sole administrator for the state to run. There are those who are saying there's no grounds for it, and that's like the likes of Obi and several other lawyers would make a case against it. But what are your thoughts, and where do we go from here? Finally, in the Daily Trust newspaper, coalition's political party choice almost concluded, says Salihu Lukman. Now, this is one person that while Buhari was in government, he criticized him till the end of the administration, not especially the party, most importantly. And he's also still on it. And I guess that at this point, he might be moving away from the APC. Salihu Lukman, Mohammed Lukman, I beg your pardon, a key figure in the ongoing coalition talks among opposition leaders, has revealed that negotiations on the political party that will serve as the coalition's platform for the 2027 elections are nearing completion. He spoke at a press conference on Thursday in response to a question regarding the emergency rule declaration in Rivers State. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar confirmed that the opposition leaders had formed a coalition aimed at unsitting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. This statement has sparked national debate and speculation. But clarifying the situation on Monday, Lukman, a former national vice chairman of the APC Northwest, emphasized that while consultations were at an advanced stage, no final decisions had been made. My question: is a coalition the solution to Nigeria's interim problems? And in talking about futuristic things here, is that also what we need? Bearing in mind the people who will be part of the makeup of this coalition, don't forget the prime objective of the coalition that became the APC, that unsat Goodluck Jonathan, was just to take him out. Was there a plan, a blueprint, an agenda that would further Nigeria? No. Would these guys be making the same mistake if they decide to go this way? Because their prime objective, again, if I got it right, is to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What about us, the people? What is the long-term plan? In hindsight, now we see where the APC is at, whether we like it or not. It wasn't like there was a plan, right? I know there are a lot of people who would argue me down. But if there's going to be a coalition, is the end game just to unseat the president? What's the plan after that? I'd like for you to join the conversation. We're live facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. Post your comments on our live stream. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. If you're listening from outside of the country via our mobile app, you could join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. Either you send a message or you call. Now, the callers are only going to be those who are calling us from outside of the country, but every other person can send me a message. And the phone lines are open: 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. That is for the ladies only. Don't call the female line and say the male line is not working, because I'm looking at it. It's working. Now, here is Mr. President's response to the fact that there is a cost of living crisis. You and I are suffering and we're hungry. Well, he did respond, and I want to play you that response. Yes, I want to play it to you just now. And then, of course, I will come to the phone lines to take your thoughts and your comments. Once again, welcome to Hard Facts. My name is Maryann Okon. This happened somewhere in the north, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it did happen somewhere in the north. And I think this is Dave Umahi representing Mr. President at that event. And I wanted to pay close attention to Mr. Umahi and what he had to say about Mr. President. Okay? Take a listen. This video is courtesy of I think it's a government video. So take a listen.
Of Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, whose gift we are distributing today. I'm here as a messenger.
Apologies, this is the governor of Imo State, please.
That means well for Nigeria. This is a holy period. For the Christians, it represents a period of Lenten period. Those who believe in the coming and the death of Jesus Christ knows that this is the period our Lord Jesus Christ fasted, after which the three temptations came. And by the grace of God, it is also coinciding with the holy period for the Muslims, the period of Ramadan. So this interim intervention is to cushion the effect of the gap that will be created between the period of planting and the period of harvest. So I want to thank you, the religious leaders from the 11 states of Southeast and South-South, for coming to Owerri, the capital of Imo State, to receive the gift and message from the President of Nigeria. As you pray, I've listened to the President. I've read his articles. I went through his manifesto. I have seen him work and commitment to keeping his manifesto. What he does not need now is distraction. So as you pray, pray for God not to allow the President to be distracted. The President magnanimously brought trailer loads of rice, which is every state will get 1,200 bags for breaking of fast. Many cartons of Indomie, one trailer load for the Christian community, one trailer load for the Muslim community. It is very symbolic, because it will be easy for God to answer our prayers if we live together and work together. And be transparent in delivering these foodstuffs to those who need it. The poor and the downtrodden. Those who are not able to see what they will use to break fast. You who have 10, 15 bags of rice in your house, you don't need this rice.
Apologies, I have one for the north, but this one's for the south-eastern states, represented by the Imo State governor. This is the presidency's response to the cost of living crisis. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
So
Rich, consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
1 cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
Hi, e dey tasty, creamy and nourishing. E get vitamins A, D, E, B1, B9, B12 and zinc. Na original Niger yogurt. I beg you, make una throw away salute for fine yogurt. Beg you, go Jolly Mento with the new fine yogurt drinking yogurt. Fine yogurt, original Niger yogurt.
Mom's love is pure. It's so no, she does. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's yummy fried cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps Mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
This year, we're talking about patronage from many different aspects. It's not just giving artists money. It can be helping an artist have an exhibition, giving them exposure, connecting them to the right gallery, the right representative, the right person, giving them studio space to produce, giving them some training, whether it's business training, legal advice. There are so many ways in which you can be a patron of the arts.
Plus 234 Art Fair 2025 holds from March 27th to 31st at the Pan-African Center, brought to you by Soto Gallery and Echo Bank. Admission is free.
That special secret that awakens taste buds. Mouth-watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra Seasoning Cubes.
Terra Seasoning Cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra Cubes. Come cook with Terra.
Hey, this dollar wahala now wow. Everything just dey expensive.
Na true, but make we look am well, my brother. See, your shoe na from Italy, your shirt na from Turkey, your phone na from China, your car na from Japan. In fact, everything wey dey your body so na import to the import am.
Abeg you, how that one take consign dollar?
If price of dollar go come down, e get many things wey we suppose do.
Like wetin?
Number 1, we suppose dey export pass how we dey import. Number 2, we suppose dey buy more made in Nigeria products. Number 3, make we support local business. And number 4, if you wan send dollar and other foreign currency enter Nigeria, make we dey use international money transfer agents.
Hey, what you dey talk dey make sense o.
Oh, country people, make we join hand reduce the pressure on our naira, grow our export market and increase forex inflow. Na our hand e dey o. This message na from Bankers Committee.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? Terra. For that tasty meal where you like, oh. Terra. I mean, you want cook food to impress, oh.
Whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepper Terra.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts on Niger Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze.
All right, we're back. I want to hear from you. 0201-277-0993. This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios here in Victoria Island, Lagos. I am Maryann Okon. Let's talk. 0201-277-0993 if you are a male. For the females, 0201-465-7190. And of course, if you're listening from outside of the country, you want to be part of the conversation, by all means, please call 0809-5975805 via WhatsApp. But every other person can send me a message. Post your comments on our live feed on YouTube and on Facebook. I would love to hear from you. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from Obile in Sarigomo. You see, we have a system that has made sure that they affect most of our people's reasoning. To a point where the only thing, the moment you cry for hunger for the system to change, they will come and bring rice, like people who are already in prison. I can't understand why we are the one that owns the oil. Yet, we are the one that is suffering from it. So now, the day the public can breathe fresh air. What about us here? And let me tell you, 80% of the things we do is tied around this petroleum. And President refused to accept that. Since the day he made that pronouncement, Nigeria have never been the same again.
All right.
Anyway, God will save this nation.
Okay. All right. God is busy trying to save the children that were hit in the hospital in Palestine yesterday. I don't think he cares about you guys because I think he's giving you guys everything you need, but you just have terrible leaders and followers. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Robert. I'm calling from my papa.
Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what to say. I'm telling you, as I am sitting there now, I'm just tired of this Tinubu government. I don't just know what to say. From one problem to the other, as we are trying to relieve ourselves from one, another one will happen again. And his people are backing him up. I'm just, is it how a country is supposed to be governed? I'm just tired of this man, for God's sake. I'm telling you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling, Robert. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Mary good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Zoma calling, Mary Ann.
Hi, Zoma. How are you?
You. I thank you.
Good.
Mary Ann, you don't read, though. And I have to say, the moment you accept that we don't have president in this country, I think it's better for it. Because you can't tell me that people are crying every day, complaining the same thing, day in, day out, month in, month out. Nobody, the president is not doing anything. The best thing he will do is to carry rice.
Who told you that the president is not doing anything?
What is okay? What are you saying?
But you heard the Igbo state governor.
Oh yeah. Because have to hear the motor by the motor, please. Leave waiting the right for motor enter motor. 10 and pence. Okay, this rice every day, rice. If you cook rice without anything inside it, won't it cause this thing for somebody? Malnutrition. Why are they gradually turning Nigeria to beggar country? What are we going to do with their rice?
Okay.
Is the rice
Uzo,
the reducing of fuel price?
I have to let you go. Your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Ogba area.
Go ahead.
Okay, just like Pastor Ladipo and the other lady said, you can see clearly that the only solution the president has for all of the cries of woes that people are making in this country is just a bag of rice. Cups of rice, 1,000 bags of rice for the whole of Imo State.
But what makes you think that is a result, or what do you think had predicated on the government resorting to that?
The education for which they call the president a master whatever, and the economic sense he claims to have, we all have it. We know, Mariam, if you are doing something for me, and you have done it for 2 years, I should be able to tell you that whether that thing will work or not. Please, we are not little children. We have the same education he claims to have. My own, I have a certificate that I can produce. I will show everybody, and I'll tell you where I went to school. You go there and find out. I won't go to court to tell the court not to release anything. This thing they said they are doing for us, they're not doing anything.
Sir,
I'm so sorry, but
why are you angry?
Anything.
Why are we talking about certificates and courts inside this our hunger?
No. Because they are telling us that what he's doing that we can't see it, or maybe there's something he's doing that we are too unsophisticated to see. And I'm telling you that there is nothing. There is nothing, Marian. I will call you again by 2027 to tell me that thing. What is it?
Okay, take it easy.
That is it.
Just breathe. Thank you for calling. Take it. Just breathe. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Aha, Rapro. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm disappointed with this very government.
Why?
You see what they are turning people to? Beggars. We have reached the stage that government are feeding people. People can no more do business and feed themselves. It's a pity. You can feel it in people's response, and people are getting weaker with this administration. It's very unfortunate. Their businesses are crippled due to taxes, duties, tariffs here and there, increases. Now, at this stage, people are being fed by government. When those things finish, what do they do? Because when they share this, it will not last them like a week, 2 weeks. What happens then? That's my question. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for calling, Rapper. I wish I could answer that question, but I don't take it. So what happens if nobody shows up? Because you see, if you watch that video, it's like a big event with people, thousands of them, or maybe hundreds of them, sitting there and smiling and clapping. So what happens if you don't show up? Maybe that's the message, but the poor you'll always have amongst you. So how are they going to survive? So who's going to tell or send the message that you want to be sent? If we're all very happy and we are joyous, we roll out the drums and we're very excited to get bags of rice. What goes with it though? Oh, and noodles, by the way. Anyway, let me just read some messages and I'll come back to the phone lines quickly. On Facebook Live, Fun Alexander here says, it's a welcome development. Coalition and Nigerian joining forces together to send Tinubu packing back to Lagos is a welcome development. Okay. And he says, Tinubu thinks he's above the Nigerian constitution. Why he thinks he can do everything the way he wants. Okay. All right. Thank you for your message, Fun. On our YouTube Live, you can also post a comment. Okay, go ahead and post your comment on our live stream. On YouTube, it's Nigeria Info FM. Go right now and watch us. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. And you can send me a WhatsApp message. I'm going to read a bit of it, a few messages. This one here says, on my own part, former President Goodluck Jonathan had 4 years remaining to rule. He's the right person to contest for 2027 against President Tinubu because Obi may not agree to rule for 4 years because the North are expecting power to shift to them by 2031. Okay, Joseph. This one says, someone is warning me that I should refrain from using the phrase that God is too busy saving the children in Palestine. There are lots of children listening to your show. Excuse you? I'm not going to read your message again. Because, excuse me, Chinomso. God has given you people everything. Everything. I mean, there is no state that doesn't have something. But we're not going to do anything. We always throw our hands up in the air and say, God will help us. He's done helping you and going to the people who really need help. If you don't like to hear it, so off your ear. Skype isn't. So you can call us on WhatsApp, please. If you're listening from outside of the country, call us on Skype, please. On WhatsApp. Skype is shutting down. So we're using our WhatsApp for callers who are listening from outside of the country. So yes, Skype is off, but you can call us on WhatsApp. Thank you. Collins here says, how are you doing? The governor of Imo State knew so many people are going to attack him. That's why he said, I come as a messenger. More like, I come in peace. This one here says, Maryann, how did I come to this country, Nigeria? Listening to that voice note seriously shows that this APC administration doesn't have anything serious to offer Nigerians. What is this rubbish, he says, about rice? Someone has headache solution. Okay, someone has headache. Solution is rice. From President Tinubu. Please, Maryann, borrow me money, make I leave this country. Shame me, I'm waiting for bus, bah. Stop it. Mofe Richie here says, Maryann, good afternoon. Mofe from Ikoyi. I think APC has turned all of us to beggars. So our problem is rice. They kill people, share rice. Fuel price increase, share rice. The Imo State government is saying people that has 20 bags of rice at home should not take. Who is that person? Me and Mo. And also here says, If the Republic of Niger wants to withdraw from multinational task force against terrorism, they are free, but they're the first to return all. But first, they must return all our armored vehicles donated to them by Buhari's regime to improve their capacity in fighting terrorism. And he says, I greet you. Ask your guests whether the PDP, okay, when that time comes, don't. Andose, I'm reading your old messages. How come? Okay, so he says, concerning the coalition of opposition parties to wrestle power from this I'm sure you mean forgotten APC, I think the main objective must be to get the APC out of the way and the rest will come later. There is a saying that when someone is drowning, in his effort to survive, he's grabbing at anything, including a snake. Okay, Andose. I'm coming back to the phone lines quickly. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Apologies, do call me back if that was you. I want to take your calls. If you're listening from outside of the country, you can call us via Skype. I need to get Skype out of my mouth. Call us via WhatsApp, please. I will take your calls. Go ahead and call right now. I will be glad to take your calls, okay? Yes, go ahead and call us now. Go ahead and call us. No, because I want to take all your calls. I don't want to miss any, okay? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening to the lines. Sorry about that, okay? I am having okay, let me just leave this one. This one says, please tell me what the APC has done since when they came into power. Is it just all about pain? It is just all about pain. Too much killing and suffering and smiling in our own country. Is Nigeria at war? And why are they sharing rice rather than providing jobs? Aderemi here from Mushi says, on the alignment and realignment of forces to unseat Tinubu's administration without the presidency in the forefront, is that on arrival? We should stop deceiving our nation. I am not a bigot. So stop there. Aderemi, don't add the part that you want me to read. I'm not going to read it. Yeah? He says, Igbo presidency is a hard fact to political stability in Nigeria. I don't know, man. I don't think we should call anything a certain regional presidency. A presidency is a presidency. That's what it should be. Bottom line. That's what it should be. Ayo here says, it'll be good. There is strong opposition to remove Tinubu, but what is the plan to rescue Nigeria from hunger and rice palliatives? Niger getting our oil is that we love our neighbors more than ourselves. Nigerians are really hungry. APC, how they only need to declare rice for all our problems. Okay, Ayo. I can take one quick call before we go. We have some important messages for you. Sorry about that. Hello.
Hi, Maryann.
Hi, Ms. Zoboli. You have 40 seconds. Let's go.
Maryann, we've removed rice from our national anthem. Yes, we are still rising to the occasion. Since that is the only thing we know how to share, now let them continue to share it. It's just a pity that we put square pegs in round holes. This is the rubbish we get at the end of the day. You asked a salient question. You said, is the coalition going to be a stop to the end of Nigerians' problems? Well, yes and no. If we have the same recycled politics stars we've been having over the years, then it's not yet rule for Nigerians, except we have a crop of new politicians that are willing to change the tide of things. Thank you very much, Maryann.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. All right, we've got to go, Lagos. We have some information for you. We have guests in the studio. We'll be back on the 4 o'clock hour. Don't forget, Chief Bode Judge, a PDP chieftain, joins us. We're talking about the emergency rule in River State. Stay with us.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.